What's up, guys? It's the Daily Lee coming from the happiest place on earth, Disneyland. Woo! Parkview Hotel right across the street from Disneyland. One day before the Anaheim IMG conference. Give me some hearts if you're excited about learning how to leverage the internet for profit. This is Daily Lee number 11, and one of the deadliest mistakes that contractors make. I am a roofing contractor owner, a blue-collar business coach, and somebody who is purpose is to help blue-collar business owners scale to 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures and beyond. And, you know, a lot of blue-collar business owners, they're scared of technology. They don't quite understand how to leverage the internet for profit. Things they don't quite understand, you know, it's hard for them to get behind. And unfortunately, the future of your legacy and your business and the time that you really, really want with your family and with, you know, whether it's hanging out in Disneyland, going fishing or doing whatever, you need to understand what exactly you need to do to leverage technology to buy yourself more time, double profits. So guys, at the Daily Lee, we go over in a quick 15 to 20 minutes, one specific point. And if you've been following me, this thing is really starting to catch on. So please share the stream, give me some hearts. Feel free to ask questions. The biggest questions I get are, look, Lee, I'm spending a lot of time on Facebook. Facebook advertising is never really worked. I can't seem to get people that are qualified leads to opt in, and the dollar amounts that I don't really understand where to start. So I don't even do it. And this is basically where most roofing contractors, blue collar business owners lie. Beyond that, if you start talking to them about their website, you know, we are guys that most of all at the Insurance Mastermind Group focus on insurance restoration. And so our main mode of business development is knocking on doors. See, I was a door-to-door salesperson since the age of 13. I've been doing this business, chasing storms, since 18, so 13 years. And my ability and skill set as a door-to-door salesperson, my idea of what sales and marketing was, it didn't necessarily involve Google and Facebook. And, you know, when I started in the roofing business, we still were able to go back and forth between leads and projects with an actual map book. There was no GPS. So I've seen how Facebook has, you know, kind of leveled the playing field. It's connected the world. It's made it smaller. The internet has empowered the customer to be able to investigate us, to get to know, like, and trust us. And now in the old days, we used to be able to maybe go sit at someone's, kitchen table, give them some references. They'd open up a phone book. They'd say, okay, you're in a phone book. You seem like a legitimate guy. They might check the BBB report, and that would be it. But now it's a little bit different. They want to see reviews. They want to see a track record. They want to see what your Facebook page looks like, what kind of content you're putting out there. And so, yeah, dude, that's right. Charlie's the truth, man. He's the truth. He's out there executing the blue collar marketing method. He's in Dallas, Fort Worth. And he says, you know, when you're in the neighborhood, you have to actually pump fake. You have to put your hands up. You have to stop and talk to everybody. And if you're advertising in the neighborhood on social media the way Charlie does, then potentially the person that you're stopping says, oh, I know that guy. He's the guy in my news feed. He's the one giving me content about hidden damages in my neighborhood. He's giving me content about a better quality roof system, how to protect my most important investment. Charlie is like, you know, if I'm a homeowner and I'm getting the blue collar marketing method, they're going to look at Charlie in the neighborhood the same way Mike Rowe, Dirty Jobs, the same way Bob Villa. And as a handyman, the idea is to build awareness about your company through helping your customer, demonstrating the product and service. And essentially, you know, what we want to do is we want to ask ourselves the questions on social media if the content that we're putting out there is making the internet better. And guys, you know, I help people leverage the internet for profit in 3 different parts of their business. All right. The first step is the sales process. And we're going to be talking about this at the IMG. The biggest thing, the big thing that has been the single biggest reason why my company's gone from good to great is duplication. Give me some hearts if you want to duplicate yourself. If you literally want to clone yourself so that the most, you know, profitable parts of your business, you call them assets. You know, for a guy in Dallas, Fort Worth, Charlie Harper is a really solid asset for Cowboy Roofing. He brings in revenue, and, you know, you have to actually feed your horses. And so if Charlie's a horse, what we got to do is we got to give him training. We got to tell him exactly how to go after biggest jobs. We got to give him a roadmap to the sell with the 5 eyes of the blue collar clothes. And we got to give him some different things that he can do as far as a community of other like hardcore door-to-door serious roofing professionals that hold him accountable to what it means to be great in this business. And so the one thing about training is that when you do it with online training and you can hold the guys accountable, then you are able to actually kind of indoctrinate and build culture and get some consistency and accountability to your training system. And so in 2019, my goal is to actually be roofing contractors and blue collar business owners guide to creating online training. And so inside of Sky Diamond University, for my private clients, I'm actually walking them through a digital duplication. And so in the sales process, that means that we're going to actually teach you the scripts necessary to onboard the salespeople with your unique sales proposition. We would give basically your company's core values. We can switch up the Sky Diamond University inside the platform. The online partnership with VT Lightspeed is powerful because I can make this platform branded to your company, your colors, and the first 2 hours of content in Sky Diamond University can be exactly what you want it to be. And so this is the point. Like, once you start holding your guys accountable to training, once you start role playing with your guys, like I require my sales guys train 15 minutes a day, and then we role play in the office. And then we have 2 meetings every single week that are required. And we go over what the most common objections are and what the goals are and targets. So if you want to leverage your profits and you don't understand how to use the internet and online training, it's okay, man, because I didn't know either. And so the way we used to do it is we used to track in our CRM. And so now we do both. We actually track how many leads the guys are putting in, how many completed offers, a written proposal with photos and all the proper equipment. If you go through the 5 steps of the blue collar close, we know when you enter the information into the CRM and you follow our process, you close at a 30% higher rate. So I am literally the only roof coach that owns a successful business where the system is in work, with over 100 people in my own community as far as like my own business training in the platform every single day. And the idea is that we have more than like 300 companies, 1,000 people out there waking up in the morning with me, explaining to them how to overcome objection. And so if you will combine that with how you track your data online and you will use a cloud-based system, there's so many things you can do to follow up on your leads. I require in roofing that someone follow up on that customer if they don't close it every 3 days. And you can do that automatically through email, but you can also set your salespeople up for success when you teach them the secret to follow up. And so that's what we do. And that's how we help you leverage the internet for profit with sales. Now, when you talk about marketing and how do you leverage the internet for profit with marketing, this is the exciting part, because we get to actually, put $1 into a automatic roofing job generator. We get to put $1 in and we get to get $4 or $6 out. And it's disproportional in roofing because our competitors, they're not doing it. They're not doing it to the same degree. They don't understand that whenever you drive traffic to your regular website, that it's not as effective as using a landing page. So I joined Russell Brunson's Inner Circle, and we built more than $8 million in roofs that we sold through our ClickFunnels. And one of the key offers, the key ingredients to getting people to convert is making them an offer they can't refuse, giving them a video testimonial. And the difference between a landing page and a website is you put your best offer, your best testimonial, your best content right there in a place that the person can consume, and then it actually converts. All right, Jake, I'd be happy to talk with you. That's what this is all about. We're going to drop a link in here to schedule a strategy call. And if you feel like you want some help to digitally duplicate yourself, the sales process, the Sky Diamond University helps with, but this marketing process, the blue collar marketing method, is really, really key. And I'll actually get on a strategy call with you or someone from my team, and we'll help you actually implement this. And at the end of the strategy call, you'll have the option to actually enroll in the program, or you can just take the information we give you and you can put it in your business. But the point is with marketing, the idea is you want to put a 1 to 2 mile radius around every one of your jobs. You want to fish in a small pond. You want to combine the old school with the new school. One of the things you do is you want to focus on the fear of lost property value, the fear of not being able to protect your property. And you want to be this guy who gives the content that builds awareness that you are the solution. And so instead of going on the Facebook page saying, hey, we're in the neighborhood, we want to do your roof, we're giving you a $500 discount. Instead of doing that first, what we actually want to do is we want to say, hey, my name's Lee Haight. I'm the roofing professional. I'm here on Mrs. Johnson's roof. And I want to show you 5 reasons of why actually having me check out your roof is the most important thing you need to do to protect your investment. All right, at the end of this presentation, I'm going to ask to schedule a free inspection on your property. But tip number 1, okay? How old is your roof? Most roofs in the Western Hills subdivision are over 10 years old. That means that roof replacement, roof repairs in your future. I know you're probably not thinking about it, but how would you like to spend $15,000 out of pocket? I'm sure you're saving for college, saving for a new car, having a hard time living paycheck to paycheck. And we want to actually protect you from avoiding one of these like financial catastrophes. And so what we do is we do a complimentary roof inspection. If you have damage, you may qualify for roof replacement. And now, as a matter of fact, we are in the neighborhood and can offer you a $500 off premium roof upgrade. So the number 2 reason. So if you go through that content, that's one thing. Most people try to go into their Facebook and they don't realize their content sucks. They don't realize that they don't put enough content out. You really have to, be committed to probably putting out 4 videos to start, maybe 1 to 2 videos every single month. In the Blue Collar Marketing Method, my newest course, I give 39 videos, not just how to use Facebook, because inside of that landing page, we put something called a Facebook pixel. And basically Facebook sends all the people to the website, and the people that don't convert, we retarget, but we also send people to the same website from Google by basically going to the top of Google. We type in basically roofing contractor, wherever you're at, and we can ethically steal the competitors' profitable projects, people with money to spend, and we can drive them to our best offer. And on average, our strategy, the Blue Collar Marketing Method, converts, no more than $100 a lead. And we close these leads 35 to 50% of the time. And, if you wanted to figure it out for yourself and you didn't want to make the $2 million worth of mistakes that I did, we actually tested this and spent a lot of our own money and other roofing contractors' money. We've tested it in like 30 different markets. So we have the best offer. We have the best way to set up a landing page. We know what works. But the point is when we take people from Google and we send it to that same landing page, there's a Facebook pixel. Now we retarget those people on Facebook. It works as a marketing machine. And the idea is for you to build awareness to your company, because once you start to learn how to do a Facebook ad around every build, when you learn how to start creating some of this content where people know, like, and trust you, well, then you can be getting 500,000, 1 million impressions a month. People that don't even think that they're in the market for a roof right now or 3 months later picking up the phone because they already know who you are. And so we teach people exactly how to do that. It's simple. I had a roofer born in 1965 execute this method. He did it in less than 30 minutes off his first campaign, landed 17 deals. And this way is actually a kind of a knockoff hack way to do it. What you do is you go in the actual campaign, you do a video inside the neighborhood, and instead of creating a landing page, the call to action can simply be comment below if you're interested in a free inspection by typing in free inspection. Essentially what you do is you use a 1 mile radius, you boost the post, you make this know, like, and trust video with 5 tips that give an educational value, and you don't even have to build a website. You probably can put it together in less than 20 minutes like Ricardo. Ricardo did it. He got 17 leads. If you want to learn how to do it, I show you how to do it in my new course. I want to kind of move to the next step because, when salespeople see you, advertising on Facebook, top performers know there's leads. But whenever you're specifically out there building a brand to attract top talent, your mind is focused on getting these people that want to learn how to be blue collar entrepreneurs where they can work outside, fix big problems for big paychecks. You have to get them to see the value in the largest commissions, understand what Sky Diamond's about. And I want to help you do that. And so in marketing, we realized that our recruiting is the most important part of their company's growth. And so I have recruited people before the internet, even hundreds and hundreds of roofing salespeople. But since I automated my recruiting systems, I've 10x the amount of results that I've got on my recruits. The retention rate's been absolutely amazing. And so we actually share with our elite and private clients how to do this. And I can guarantee that if you go through my 30-day recruiting challenge, that you are going to get a rock star. And that guy, if you hold him accountable and put him through the university, is going to produce. And if you can't do that, man, I swear I will literally write you a $500 check. But these daily leads are meant to make you understand that it's not just sales, it's not just marketing, but it's also leveraging the internet for profit and operations that's important. Now, how do you do that? Well, you use a cloud-based CRM, that actually functions as the project management software in the way in which you can scale to really big levels. And so my dad built a software, Claim Express. We have a $50 million roofing company. We go through a sell, build, collect system. And as a second generation roofer, we kind of brought this third generation approach, this cloud-based system that will hold all of our profits in check. The average roofing contractor only makes 6% profit after a fair owner's equity was waged. And this year, of course, I don't know the exact numbers, but we're at least double that. And that's after lots of different investments and growth of the company. And, our company, we went from 15 million to 50 million. And this year we're going to go from 50 million. And the goal is not 100 million, guys, 10X. The goal is $1 billion in sales. And we're not stopping until we raise the status of the blue collar entrepreneur. We're not stopping until we're helping in all 50 major markets, contractors gain more time, gain more freedom, create these automated marketing systems that combine with a proven sales process that plug into a business in a box. And so you say, Lee, what do you offer? And I say, I give you the exact tools, resources, and plan to digitally duplicate yourself so that you can spend more time doing what you love. Now, it's Monday. I'm going to prepare for the IMG conference. If you're at the IMG conference, we're going to be talking in my breakout session about the nuts and bolts of the blue collar marketing method. If you're not going to be at the IMG conference, you need to watch my free web class. The free web class breaks down 3 different videos that I created, exactly what to do to build a story brand, to clarify your message so you get people to listen. And it really takes you through in a really quick, like 1 hour time period, a badass presentation where you can get massive value. And literally when you leave the blue collar marketing method webinar, you're going to be able to implement this exact Facebook strategy that my clients have used to generate, like literally one guy generated a $2.3 million job. He's making $1 million off the job. He's going to be making a testimonial here at the IMG. So I want y'all to know that could be possible from you. You're only one job away from $1 million in profit. Now, those results are not typical. I've got lots of clients, and he's the only one that landed a job with $1 million in profit. But to me, that's like winning the lottery, and it doesn't. If it's consistent, if consistent sales come in, then I don't have to go chase storms. If consistent opportunities come in off of Facebook and Google, then I'm not dependent on needy, mediocre salespeople. And it means actually I can attract top talent. It means that I can set up people not just in sales, but in operations. And so that's what I teach people to do. You want to know how to have more freedom? I have discipline to the system that is Claim Express. What's up, Kevin Shaver? How you doing, man? Who's excited about 10X Growth Con? Give me some hearts, man. This is the first stop of our world tour. Next stop is going to be February 1st through 3rd in Miami. I'm in Anaheim, California, right across the street from Disneyland. Hit up Disneyland with the family yesterday. But today I'm going to be setting up inside of the Anaheim Convention Center or Business Expo Center, whatever the name of the place is. And if you're coming to the IMG, it's going to be like a breakdown. My speech is going to be about 3 things. If you want a little like insight into what I'm going to be speaking about, it's going to be digital duplication in 3 different departments of your business: sales, marketing, and operations. And so I call this clone yourself to cloud 9. And you want to know how you can, have a better quality of life. You need more people, and you need all different types of people. You need to get them in the right place in the bus, and you could maybe hit your head up against the wall and figure this all out for yourself, or you can accelerate the time. It's taken us about 13 years to get to this point, and I really want you to jump on a strategy call with somebody on my team. We'll figure out where the holes in your Blue Collar Millions game is, and the kids are coming in. I'm going to have to go. They're getting ready for Disneyland. I'm always about really my purpose, my why being, what's best for the legacy? What's best for the kids? What's best for the grandkids? It's a family business, and it's also a pride thing about the flag of your company's name, of your family's brand, and about what type of life that you're willing to invest for yourself. And are you going to be afraid of the money to spend in your mission because you're unwilling to do the work? Are you going to be afraid of putting content on Facebook, or because you're worried about what other people would say? What you want to do is you want to break down like what's holding you back from asking for help. And maybe it's because you don't think that I could help you, but I'm telling you, we have guys that are smaller contractors that get massive value, new contractors that come into the system and get everything they need. We have guys that are, really good at what they do. They can sell. They're $1 million producers, and there's a guy like Herbie. He went from 500,000 to 1.2 million. He had 2 or 3 sales guys. And this next year, I expect him to go to 3 million or more. You got another guy like Rick who started at $2 million, and he got serious, and he's spending 15, 20 grand in the blue collar marketing method. He's recruiting. He's going all in. He's heavy investing. Well, he takes his company from $2 million to $10 million in sales. We got other guys like Tyler Melton, $17 million contractor out of Dallas-Fort Worth, is trying to get to this $50, $60 million in business. And so anyways, we we are a band of brothers obsessed with progression, and we have the tools for any blue collar business owner to duplicate themselves digitally, to clone themselves to Cloud9, sales, marketing, and operations. In sales, it's about online training, accountability, a proven sales process, using a CRM. Marketing, it's about the blue collar marketing method, combining Facebook and Google, learning how to squeeze the leads and convert, using a landing page, following up with them on email, and then also combining every single email or every single internet lead with a six-pack door-to-door hardcore approach. You don't forget that once we're in the neighborhood, once we deliver our service, we need to go talk to the neighbors. We need to knock on doors. You talk about operations. We actually have a CRM that we plug our people into, our private clients. They don't have to pay expensive monthly user prices. They get it all in one, all of our forms and documents, a business in a box. Last year, we literally went from profiting a seven-figure, a pretty good year, to like multiple seven figures. And this year, our goal is even 10x. And my goal is to live a 10x super life like Mr. Grant Cardone, who we will be hanging out with at the 10x Growth Con. So guys, if you've got any value from these, I want you to click on the link, fill out a strategy call. I will actually find out exactly where you need to start first, because everybody is not in the same place. Everybody does not need to just work on marketing or work on sales or work on operations. It's basically going to be individual for each person that's on this stream. If it's marketing that you want to improve, if you know that you want to leverage the internet for more leads, and that's the most important thing that you want, then you need to go ahead and watch the webinar. You need to see how we execute this Facebook ad strategy that got me 286 organic shares off of one lead, 454 leads off of one day, 8 figures in income. This is what you need to watch the blue collar marketing method for, because I'll give you the exact behind the scenes look on how I did it, what you have to do, and how you can set it up in less than an hour. Now, if you've heard enough and you know that you want to work with me and my team, and you want our system, you want our business in a box, you want to duplicate yourself with the Facebook marketing and Google, and you want to go all in, you want to find a better proven sales process, then you want to schedule a strategy call. You want to take time out of the equation. You want to find out how you can pay for access so you get close to the group, and we will deliver some of the same things we've delivered for some of our best clients. Guys, I got to wrap this up. I really appreciate the stream. We're going to be doing this every single day at 12 o'clock. Tomorrow, it's going to be the end of the IMG, and I'm going to be finishing up a keynote speech. So I'm going to bring y'all on stage, and we'll do a daily leave from a live speech. So look forward to that tomorrow. Fill out the form if you want to get a strategy call with my team, or just watch the webinar and you'll get some massive value on exactly how to duplicate yourself in the neighborhood. All right, guys, have a great Monday.